Good evening. So before COVID, at least in US, when somebody sneezed, people say, bless you. um, then during COVID, things changed.
Yes. You people afraid after once people sneeze.
Ex- exactly.
Now
Um,
sneeze is no more a bless.
Yes.
exactly. You don't get wishes from others when you sneeze anymore.
Bless you replaced by curse you.
Curse you. With that,
But I think,
let us.
in
Yes.
our
Yes.
culture, I'm from Kashmir,
Yes.
and when anybody would sneeze, if you say something good, it says with on the sneeze it will get repeated. Meaning, if you have a good
Ah.
one time, you will have double time good. So there also we would wish if somebody sneezes.
Ah. Yes. Yeah. Oh, I understand. Because they would sneeze again, usually.
Yeah, and
Nice.
there is no double good.
So anyway, this sneeze was because of like cold, so I don't want double.
Yes, very, very nice. Thank you all for joining. Let us begin again. Any comfortable meditative posture. Spine comfortably erect, elbows by the sides of your body, comfortably bent elbows. Back of your hands placed gently on your thighs, palms facing up, fingers relaxed. Softly closing your eyes. Let us begin again the journey of self-discovery. 3 deep breaths. After you take 3 deep breaths, become aware of the pressure that you feel on your seat bones. And become aware of effects of breathing in and out between the seat bones. It may be a subtle sensation. Mooladhara chakra awareness. Without much strain, simply rest your awareness between the seat bones and observe the effects of normal breathing. You might feel a slight downward pressure between the seat bones as you inhale, and a gentle relaxation as you exhale. Normal breathing. No need to exaggerate your breathing. Relaxed, normal breathing. If you're not feeling much sensations, it's okay. Simply rest your awareness. Between the seat bones. This practice is prescribed in Yoga Sutra, Patanjali's Yoga Sutra. Palms to the heart center, Namaskara Mudra. May this practice be for the benefit of all. Chin to the chest. Opening your eyes. Inhaling, taking the arms by the side, palms going up, looking up. Exhaling, palms coming down, looking down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. One last one. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Release. Come up to standing. Today, we are going to approach another classic Hatha Yoga classic posture called Paschimotanasana. It's a deep forward bending posture. Hey Rajiva, thank you for joining the video. Vinay, take it easy, see however much you can, but please take it easy, Vinay.
Sure, ji.
Broad stance. At least 3 feet, if not 3.5 feet wide stance. So you could also bring the inner part of your thighs into action. And have your toes point directly forward. Your stand should not be too far wide that you're straining to stand straight or trying to balance. You shouldn't have to be straining to balance, but still wide enough, as wide as you can comfortably. Hands on the waist, take a deep breath. Inhaling, move your hips forward, arms up toward a V shape, and then take your arms back, look up, a back bend. Next exhalation, bending from the hips forward, hug yourself with your arms tightly, chin to the chest. You can bend your knees and allow the head to go down toward the mat as much as you can with knees bent. 4 more rounds. Remember to move your hips forward while you take your arms back, look up. Inhale, exhaling, tightly hugging yourself, chin to the chest, head down toward the mat. Total 5 rounds. After completing, hands on the waist, take a deep breath. Those who are joining late, you are missing out on a very important part of centering, which happens at the beginning. I know you may be busy and you might think that you can join a bit later, but please see if you can be on the mat at 6 o'clock. Every part of the session is there for a reason. You may be able to jump in the middle and carry on, but you might be missing out on some important aspects of the practice. Take a deep breath. Arms up to the sides, parallel to the ground, palms facing the front. Inhale, center, exhaling, bending toward the right leg. Allow the right arm to hang behind the right leg, left arm up and over, left arm behind your left ear. Left fingers are pointing toward the right wall. Inhaling, come back to center. Exhaling, bending toward the left leg. Allow the left arm to hang loose behind the left leg. Right arm up and over. Inhaling, center. 4 more rounds. After completing, hands on the waist. Take a deep breath, exhale. Arms up to the sides, parallel to the ground, palms facing front. Inhaling, center, exhaling, twisting to the right as best as you can. Turn your head, look past the right shoulder, inhaling, center. Exhaling, twisting to the left as best as you can. Turn your head, look through the corner of your eyes, inhaling, center. 4 more rounds. After completing 5 rounds, hands on the waist, take a deep breath, exhale. Arms up, interlacing fingers, palms facing up. Turn and look at the right wall. Turn your upper body and look at the right wall. The rest of your legs stay firm in the foundation. Now gently go for a back bend. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, come all the way to the center, facing forward. Next exhalation, turn and look at the left wall. And inhaling, go into a gentle back bend. Inhaling, center. Hands on the waist. Take a deep breath, exhale. When you do such postures, you can find the connection from the opposite hip and shoulder. Take a deep breath. Arms up, interlacing fingers, palms facing up. Bend your knees as best as you can, Uttanasana variation. You're sitting back in an imaginary chair. Turn your head up and look at the back of your hands, and the arms are in alignment with the spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, straighten up. Exhaling, release the arms, bring your feet comfortably closer, stand relaxed. Take a deep breath. Front of the mat, Padhahastasana. Namaskara Mudra. Loving attention and diligence under loving attention. 3 rounds of Surya Namaskara. Begin. If the mind wanders away from the practice and you are doing on autopilot, simply begin again. Loving attention to the current state of your breath, body, emotions. After completing 3 rounds, separate your feet comfortably and stand relaxed. Normal or not trying to control the normalizing breath. Allowing the breath to normalize on its own. And simply looking. The emotions could be positive, negative, neutral. Whatever that may be, allow that to flow. Suffering starts when we reject the reality. When we don't want what is there. What is there is there. We reject the current reality, that is where the suffering starts. Even when we are feeling pleasant, we want more of it, or we don't want this to end. 3 deep breaths. Padhahastasana practice, but before Padhahastasana, let's do some prep. Posture, feet hip width apart. Arms all the way up, parallel to each other, palms facing the front. Inhale, reach up. Exhaling, full forward bend, Uttanasana practice, but with the knees bent. Bend your knees comfortably so your fingertips are reaching the mat. Bend your knees enough so your fingertips are reaching the mat. Head down, surrender. Let's just stay here for a bit. You can knee bent deeply, shoulders relaxed, fingertips reaching the ground. Head completely relaxed. Your abdomen touching the thighs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands on the waist, inhaling, come up. Paschimotanasana means west side stretch. West side is the back of our entire body. In fact, in Paschimotanasana, as they say, the stretch starts all the way from the forehead, top of the head, back of the head, the back of the neck, the spine, entire spine, hamstrings, back of the knee, calves, ankles, soles of your feet, toes, entire linked region is called the west side. Be aware as we practice these forward bending postures. Take a deep breath. Arms up parallel to each other. Palms facing the front. Inhaling, reach up. Exhaling, full forward bend, knees comfortably bent, so your fingertips are reaching the mat. Head down. Now, next inhalation, you're going to lift your arms up parallel to the ground. Look at your thumbs, flatten your back, straighten your knees. Inhaling, lift your arms up, look to the front, look at your thumbs, straighten the knees as much as you can. Straighten the knees, stand up, yes. Exhaling, go back to the original position. Bend the knees, reach the ground, head down. When you are coming up, you're trying to keep your arms and the spine in alignment. And when you're coming up, you're going to look at your thumbs or look to the front, flattening your back and straightening the knees. Inhaling, come up. Straighten the knees. Look at the back of your, straighten the knees, yes. And you will feel a lot of stretch on the back and then go back down, head down, surrender. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Take a deep breath. Next time, we are going to go up and we are going to stay there as well for few rounds, few counts. Take another deep breath. Inhaling, raise your arms up, look to the front, flatten your back, straighten the knees. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling down. Hands on the waist. Inhaling, come up. Release the arms, stand relaxed. Let's go for a gentle counter posture. Hands on your waist, hip width apart, feet. Gentle back bend, move your hips forward, chest forward, look up, elbows pointing to the back. Gentle back bend. 5, 4, look up at the ceiling, drop your head if you're comfortable. 3, 2, 1. Inhaling center. Release your arms. Padhahastasana practice is to stand on your hands or on your palms. You're going to stand on your palms. Your right foot is going to be on top of the right palm. Left foot is going to be on top of the left palm. The back of your hands are going to be on the mat. And your big toe is going to be pressing on the palm at the bottom of the thumb. So the big toe will be a bit raised up on both sides. Take a deep breath. Arms up, parallel to each other, palms facing the front. Inhaling, reach up. Exhaling, full forward bend. First bend the knees and bend forward. Reach the ground as best as you can. Now lift your right foot anchored on your right heel and then place the right hand underneath the right foot. And similarly, lift the left foot up and allow the left hand to go underneath. And then you're going to stand on your palms. Head down. Surrender, completely surrender. Now, with your big toes pressing on the fleshy part of your palm underneath the thumb. Look to the front, flatten your back. Ardha Uttana variation. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Head down. With that extended spine, head down. And then straighten your knees as best as you can. Straighten the knees as best as you can. And once you reach your edge, which is the point, lovingly reach the edge. And then surrender. 5. Padhahastasana. 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently release your hands from underneath your feet. Hands on your waist. Inhaling, come up. Release your arms. Shake your legs, whatever you feel like you need to do to relax. Take a deep breath. A gentle counter posture. Place the palms on your glutes, fingers pointing down, elbows pointing back. And a gentle back bend. Move your hips forward, chest forward, look up. A gentle back bend. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling center. Release your arms. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Let's do one more preparatory posture before we proceed to Paschimotanasana. This is called Prasarita Padhastasana. Wide stance, forward bend. Front of the mat, Tadasana. Namaskaram. Inhaling back bend. Exhaling forward bend. Inhaling right foot back, long step back. Place the back foot flat on the mat, hands on the waist. Inhaling, come up and face the right wall. Now make your feet parallel to each other. Both your feet parallel. Your toes are pointing to what was the right wall now. Allow both your feet to be parallel to each other, toes pointing forward. You're looking at a wall and toes are pointing at the wall. Slightly turn your feet so they turn inward. Slightly turn your toes to point slightly toward each other. Take a deep breath. Inhale. Exhaling, bending halfway forward. Look to the front, flatten your back. You're going to practice Prasarita Padhastasana variation. Allow the arms to drop down. Bend your knees and reach the ground. Head down. Now, see if you can bring your palms or fingertips between the feet. Bend your knees enough to bring your fingertips between the feet. Now, Those who are comfortable, place the palms between the feet and straighten the knees as best as you can, head down. Palms between the feet, head down. Straighten the knees as best as you can. Prasarita Padhastasana, A variation. 5, 4. Rajiva, bend your knees first and go down, and then straighten the knees, keeping the head down. 3, 2, 1. Hands on the waist. Inhaling, come up. Bring your feet comfortably closer, stand up. Sukhasana, normal cross-leg posture. Palms facing up, eyes closed. Simply look at the breathing, the quality or the character of your breathing, and the emotional state. And lovingly acknowledge any part of your body that is calling your attention. Take a deep breath, exhale. Agni Sambhasana variation. Gently open your eyes. Right foot on top of the left knee as best as you can, without any aggression. Right foot on top of the left knee. If you're not able to take it all the way to the left knee, simply place it on the right calf, wherever you can, but right foot on top. Arms up toward the ceiling, palms facing forward. Inhaling, growing taller. Exhaling, bending from the hips forward, palms reaching the ground, head down. 5, head down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, release the arms, release the legs, shake your legs, and go back to Sukhasana. Left foot on top of the right knee, Ardha Padmasana variation. Arms up, palms facing front. Inhale, growing taller. Exhaling, bending from the hips forward, keeping the back as straight as you can, palms reaching the ground. The back rounds up later, but when you begin bending, keep the spine as straight as possible. Head down, surrender. 5, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling up. Exhaling, release the arms, release the legs, shake your legs. Sukhasana. Now the right and left, you might have felt them being different. Right foot on top might have been more difficult or otherwise. Now from Sukhasana, if your right foot on top was more difficult for you, choose that. Others who are comfortable in Padmasana, proceed to Padmasana. If you can proceed to Padmasana, do that. Otherwise, choose the foot on top, whichever was a bit harder for you. Arms up. By the way, even in Padmasana, we might be habitually putting one foot first. You can also try changing that once in a while. Inhaling up, exhaling, bending forward. Palms reaching the mat, head down. Relax your elbows. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale up. Exhaling, release the arms, release the legs. Shake your legs. Take a deep breath, exhale. Come to Dandasana. Legs straightened up in the front. Legs together. Toes pointing up. Now, bring your fingertips by the sides of your seat bones. Place the fingertips by the sides. Fingertips by the sides of your seat bones. Your elbows are pointing back. Your elbows are bent and pointing back. Now, without much weight on your fingertips, straighten your spine as best as you can. Straightening up the spine, bringing the legs together, toes pointing up, strong legs. 5, 3, 2, 1. Release the posture, relax. You can place your palms behind you and then take your head back if that comforts you. Take a deep breath, exhale. Now let's practice Paschimotanasana variation, which is a bit easier to access first. Dandasana, legs together, toes pointing up. Spine as straight as you can. Engage the abdomen to straighten up the spine. Now bend your knees and bring up the knees directly up. So your knees are closer to the chest. Not too far close to the chest, but halfway up. And then reach forward and grab your right big toe with your right hand and left big toe with the left hand. Straighten up the spine and abdomen should be connecting with your thighs. Abdomen connected to the thighs. Your right hand is grabbing the right big toe, 3-fingered grip. The middle finger and index finger between the big toe and the second toe, and the thumb is wrapping around the big toe, and likewise on the left. Now, look up and flatten your back. And slide your heels away as long as you can keep your abdomen and thighs connected. The moment the abdomen and the thighs disconnect, stop. Your heels are sliding forward and you're keeping your abdomen and thighs connected. The moment they disconnect, stop and head down. 5. 3. 2. 1. Release the grip on your toes. Release the posture. Relax. Enormous benefits practicing Paschimotanasana. The engine of our body, as we call it, our digestive system, reproductive system, hormonal system, they all benefit with regular practice, not once in a while. Take a deep breath. Now, we are going to do the full version. If this full version is not accessible, you can simply repeat what we did earlier. Come to Dandasana, legs together, toes pointing up. Flex your toes, make the toes point toward you so you can feel your quad muscles, the thigh muscles get engaged. Your kneecaps are pulled up. Your thigh, you can even touch your thighs and see if your thigh muscles are engaged. By flexing the toes, engage the top of the thigh muscles. This is important for you to relax the hamstring, which needs to extend. Arms up, parallel to each other, palms facing up. Keep the legs strong, and the legs are always kept strong. Inhale, growing taller. Exhaling, bending from the hips forward first, and then drop your arms down and place the palms on your knees if you can land there, or the shins if you can land there, or the big toes if you can catch the big toes. It does not mean that once you reach the big toe everything is done, and so don't aggressively go for that. Bending from the hips forward, keeping the back as straight as you can. Now look up at your big toes, flatten the back. You don't have to reach the big toes. Remember, the palms are there to keep the spine straight and then bending forward from the hips. Keep looking at your big toes. Next exhalation, move your chest forward toward your big toes. Those who are able to grab the big toes, bend your elbows sideways and then head down. All of you head down and simply maintain wherever your palms are. Could be on your knees, shin, or toes. Paschimotanasana. Always keep the legs strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling up. Exhaling, release, relax. Quick counter posture. Bring your legs hip width apart. Yeah, your legs are extended straight and then hip width apart. Place the palms behind you, fingers pointing away toward the back. Srini, straighten your legs. Yes, hip width apart, palms behind you, fingers pointing away. Inhaling, lifting your hips up, Purvatana practice. Toes pointing, going down toward the mat. Lifting your hips as much as you can. 5 deep breaths. 5, 4, 2, 1. Gently release the hips. Relax. Lying down on your back. Hugging your knees, rock back and forth. Side to side. And release the legs. Make any final movements you feel you need to make before you can surrender in Shavasana. Surrendering your body to gravity. A relaxed attention to every breath. Abdomen rising and falling. Luxuriously so. Naturally so. Each breath a gift, a precious gift. Receiving each gift with loving attention. Open heart, open mind, open palms. Relax. Relax. Shanti, shanti, shanti. Gently come to sitting. Take your time. Any meditative posture, eyes closed, arms facing Taking your hands back, catch the left wrist with the right hand. Inhaling, growing taller. Exhaling, bending from the hips forward, thanking Mother Earth. Inhaling, coming up. Rubbing your palms vigorously. Massaging your closed eyes with the heated palms and gently blinking your eyes open. Namaste. Thank you all so much for giving me this opportunity. Have a good evening and a good day ahead. Thank you.
Thank you. I wanted to ask to sip in between the asanas, little bit of water. Is it okay?
Little bit of water is okay. Yeah, you can sip some water. Yeah. If you drink too much, then it becomes it interferes. A little bit of
Yeah.
water is fine. Anything.
Just a sip of it, and that's it.
No problem.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good question. Good question. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Jay.
Thank you, Jeff.